Alright, so the other day I was talking to somebody and they told me I was rude, right? And to me, I feel like they were just playing games, and me being rude was just because they were playing games, you know, passive aggressive games, whatever you want to play. Like, they love to play that with me. So I wrote this story. I call it the cottage cheese parable, or the cottage cheese story, to kind of explain how, yes, I guess I can be rude, but it's not always my fault, and it's most of the time it's your fault. You can be the nicest person in the world, but it's still your fault because of the situation that I'm in with people and them thinking things about me that aren't true. So here's alright, imagine you go to a restaurant, right? You sit down, you order a taco, you know, or whatever, and the server says, okay, I'll go get you that. He comes back to the table and he brings you cottage cheese. You say, why did you bring me this cottage cheese? I didn't order it. Could you please take it back and bring me the taco I ordered? He says, okay. So he takes it back, and then later on he brings back another plate of cottage cheese. So imagine this happens over and over again, and no matter what the person says, you know, no matter what the guy that goes to the restaurant says, does, he can cuss the server out. You fucking piece of shit, I said I didn't want this fucking cottage cheese. You know, he can throw the cottage cheese against the wall, he can push the table over, but every time he comes back and sits down at that table, the server brings him more cottage cheese. No matter what he orders, no matter what he does, he still gets that cottage cheese sent to his table. Now, imagine that you can't leave this restaurant. Like, you're just stuck going back to this restaurant all day long, every day, and you can't never get any food because they always send you cottage cheese, and you hate cottage cheese, right? So that's my situation. You know, it's a metaphor, but that's what I deal with all day long. You can be the nicest person in the world, but you're still just bringing me cottage cheese, and I don't fucking want it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. If you can't, like, for people who know me, and for people who don't know me, if you can understand this simple story, then you can understand why I am the way I am. You know what I mean? Why I treat people, why I feel it's okay to be rude to people. If I walk into a restaurant and you say, hey, and I just stare at you like you're an idiot, I don't give a shit. You don't know me. You don't know what I deal with. You know what I mean? You don't understand. You could be the wrong, you could just be giving me cottage cheese. You know it. If you, now, and see, that's the thing. This is where I have a problem with psychology. This situation is psychology. My father has told these doctors all these lies about me, so they feel it's okay to practice on me. Even right now, they're doing it against my will, and they think that they're doing the right thing, sending these people on assignment with these stories about me, and them thinking things about me that is not true. So I have these people day in, day out, and I can tell, you know, I'm not an idiot. I have at least 120 IQ. You know what I mean? And the whole thing, and the whole IQ test, the whole deal with IQ test is your ability to see patterns. Now, some questions on IQ tests are kind of stupid because they're like, what's the meaning of this word? Or what's the meaning of that word? That should not be in an IQ test. Because it just shouldn't. IQ tests are to tell how well a person can recognize patterns. I'm able to see what's going on around me. If you're treating me one way that I think that I don't feel like I deserve to be treated like, obviously you got this information from somewhere, or you're thinking this way from something, and it could have nothing to do with me. Like, you could have heard from somebody this and that, and it could just totally be a lie. Totally be a lie. But since so many people think these things about me, and they imply it, or they do this and that, then I see the pattern. I know what's going on. You're just giving me cottage cheese. You're giving me shit I don't want. You're making me, you think things that are not me, and you think I'm supposed to respond this way and that because of what you heard, and you're never going to get that response. More than likely, it's been going on so long that more than likely you're going to get pissed off at me because I'm pissed off at you for bringing me cottage cheese, and I'll let you know about it. I don't know. This video was a little bit shorter than the other video. I wanted to use a different camera. I was going to post the other one, but I don't know. I think I'm going to stick to this camera. Peace out.